Soft structure carriers are a modern Western design based on the traditional Asian carrier, the Meitai. Designers have simply added buckles and domes, padding in the shoulder straps and the waistband. They're very popular in the West due to their ease of use. They're really comfortable, though people with a smaller or larger frame do sometimes have trouble with the one size fits all. They do come in organic cotton, which is good because you'll find that your baby does suck on the carrier. Although they are made from similar materials as the front pack, they're quite different in the way they support babies' developing hips. Okay, it is best to spend some time adjusting the carrier, making sure you've got a good fit for yourself and for your baby before you buy something. It's a good idea to utilise your local baby wearing library because they've got a lot of different packs that you can try before you buy. These carriers are very expensive. There are a lot of different soft structure carriers available. They do come with instruction booklet or instruction DVD, and today we're going to show you 5 of these different carriers and some different ways that you can get your baby in and your baby out. We're going to show you the Ergo Baby, the Piccolo, the Beko Gemini, the Manduka, and the Nature's Sway pouch pack. So I'm just going to show you a couple of other packs that are available, other carriers. This is the Kinder pack, and has very positive reviews. This one is called Olive and Applesauce, and it has the inbuilt infant insert. And this one, which is also a well-known one in New Zealand, is the Beko Butterfly, and it also has the inbuilt infant insert there. So I'm just going to run through a few safety guidelines with you before we start. Always check buckles and stitching for any damage before you use the pack. Always do up the waistband before you put baby in the carrier, and make sure you use the safety loop provided, which is designed to catch the buckle if it should fail. Make sure that you always use an infant insert where required, such as the Ergo Baby. And always use the chest strap because this will keep the shoulder straps nice and secure, unless of course you have the straps crossed. Here is my trusty old organic Ergo original carrier, and this is the performance version, a more recent model. So the Ergo Baby is probably one of the best known soft structure carriers. It's readily available in New Zealand. It does require an additional infant insert with a cushion that you can pull out and use separately when your baby's a little bit bigger. It's easy to take in and put out again. The Ergo is a really comfortable, reliable pack, and it tends to fit quite a variety of body shapes. So we're going to start by showing you how to use the infant insert. Firstly, as always, you're going to clip up your waistband, making sure to use the safety loop. Like that, and then always thread this piece through. Turn it round and tighten it up so it's nice and firm around your waist. It's a bit big. Okay, so Braden's going to help me with this portion. He's 2 months old. Hello, Papa. Oh. Okay, so alrighty. So just stand up to put you in there, Papa. So place baby in the insert and make sure that you spread legs nice and wide, and also make sure that you always clip up the safety buckle before you lift baby onto your chest. Okay, come here, Bubba. And now we lift up baby. We start to arrange him comfortably there. Spreading his legs a little bit. Okay, so supporting your baby all the while, bring up the body of the carrier and the straps on like this. And the next thing to do is to reach over and clip up your strap like this. Okay, so now you just want to make your final adjustments to keep baby comfy. You can reach in here and feel for baby's legs. You can unclip the safety clip now that baby's in the pack and just adjust him till he's nice and comfy. He should be about the right height to kiss, just like that. And if you need to make any final adjustments, you can do that now. Your chest strap feels comfy, you're good to go. So features of the performance include a mesh lining, which helps to keep baby cooler. Another good thing about the Ergo is they have these carry pouches, so you've got one here on the side, put your wallet in there, your keys, whatever you want, and another one up here. That also has the hood in there, and you can store something in there if you want to. And it also has these clips here, which you can clip on extra, like an extra pouch for more storage if you choose to. So when using the sleep hood, just bring it up gently over baby's head, and we've got these domes here that just clip on onto the straps. Like this, and like this. And you can also adjust here. Got some little cinch points there and there, just to get the right fit for your little baby. The hood can also be quite good, you know, if you're wanting to breastfeed your baby, can give you a little more privacy. So breastfeeding in a soft structured carrier is a lot easier when your baby is bigger. It's a bit difficult with the infant insert, and it's just a matter of simply loosening off the straps, lowering baby down into a comfy position to get a good feed. To get your baby out of the carrier, it's just really a matter of supporting your baby while you unclip all the clips. Very simple, just like this. Support your baby the whole way, and then you can place them back down on the couch. Oh, darling. So let's have a look at the Piccolo. Now one of the interesting different things about the Piccolo is that it's an apron style waistband. So just clip it on like this. Now the Piccolo, which is really awesome, has this adjustable point here. So if we just stitch that right in, it means that you can find the ideal position for your baby, which is really great. And once you've got baby in, then you can just loosen it off a wee bit just to get just the right size. Now the newer model Piccolo has the lace lock adjuster. Florian is going to help me with this Piccolo, and he's 2 months old. Hello, Papa. Oh, he's little. Here we go, Florian's asleep. Okay. So let's just put you like this, little guy. Oh, just like that. Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to adjust his legs a wee bit like that before I pull up the body. There you go, darling. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up and put these straps over my shoulder like this. Reaching behind to do the crossover position. You can use this pack with the chest strap, but most people find that the crossover position is really nice and comfy and supportive. There we go. Now this pack is really good for newborns because it does have this adjustable piece down here which makes it nice and comfy. You can see baby looks comfy there with his legs nice and straddled. So if you want a wee bit of extra head support for baby, you can use this sleep hood and just roll it up like that, put it around his head. You can even maybe just thread it through there like that. Yeah, see? This one, through there, right, Papa. Clip that on like that. It's nice and comfy. Just make your final adjustments. Yeah, cozy. Okay, so to pop your baby out, just once again supporting barbs under there as you unclip. Just like that. Sometimes it's quite good to just slip your hand in behind like that. And hold baby, just like that. There you go. Another great feature with the Piccolo is that you can also get a add-on support waistband. So this transforms the carrier into a non-apron style, and it just provides, you know, a bit more support if you prefer it, and it also creates a nice shape for baby, nice supportive shape for baby. So I'm going to show you now how to do that. First thing you need to do is to take off the buckle. So we're going to just thread that through there, that up there like that, through, and through the top piece, like this. Pull that through there, make sure it stays flat, don't want any twists in there. Then we want that clip to be up like this, thread it back through, there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same with the other side. So thread that up there like that. Just want to stuff the base in there, pull the straps nice and tight, and you're good to go, non-apron style. To do that, you just want to clip on as before, put the baby in, just like before, and away you go. Okay, so this is the Beko Gemini. Now this is a really simple, easy to use carrier. We're just clipping around the waist and tightening. And a great thing about the Beko Gemini is that it has this adjustable piece here to fit a newborn baby. So you basically just unclip those two domes, clip them up here, and here, and that forms a nice narrow newborn baby fitting support piece, which is really good to support the baby's developing hips in the straddle squat position, which is the ideal position for your baby in a carrier. Okay, so Braden's going to help me again with this pack. Come here, matey. Hello. Oh, here you go. So, I'm going to get him nice and cozy there in that straddle squat position that I mentioned, and lifting up the body, making sure he's supported at all times as each strap goes on over your shoulders. Now you're just wanting to reach over the back there and find the chest clip if I can reach it. And then we're going to just clip that up. Like this. And tighten that up. And then baby feels really comfy there, so you can just see that he's well supported from knee to knee there. And he's happy, he's cozy as. So the Gemini's also got this extra sleeping hood here that we can just unbuckle, and we've got some clips here on the side that you can clip him up when he's asleep, just a little extra support. And it's also quite good for a bigger baby because the Biko is quite long, so you may find that you don't even need it to be clipped up to support your baby. Okay. The Biko can also unclip here and cross over each shoulder and become a cross supportive carrier, just like the Manduka and the Piccolo. To get baby out of the pack, you simply undo your clip at the back there, reach one hand over like this, unclip. Once it's unclipped, you can support baby as you take each strap off. Slide your hand under there, whoops, to get under baby's bum. And there we go. Oh, lift you up like that, little guy. There we go. Yeah.
Hey Kat,
Hi.
this is the Manduka,
Yep.
soft structured carrier, and I'm going to show you how to use the infant insert
Yep.
with Georgie,
Yep.
who's only a few weeks old,
Yep. 2.5.
and 4.5 kg.
Yep. Yep.
And it's recommended that these carriers are used for 3.5 kg and up. So the way that works, it's got a really nice wide supportive waistband here.
Yep.
So you start by putting that on so that when you lift the carrier up, this
Yep.
is the outside. So what you're going to do is, most people find it easier to put it on the buckle at the front
Yep.
and feeding this buckle through the safety loop there and clipping it up, twisting it round and then tensioning it to where you need to.
Yep.
And normally, especially with a smaller baby, reasonably high on your waist rather than down on your hips,
Yep.
so that she's nice and high on your body. So if you take that and I'll take Georgie.
Okay.
Yeah, sweetheart. There we go.
Okay.
So when it comes to undoing this, it's got a 3-point safety clip, and that was a good idea to clip it in, push it in really tight so you heard the actual clip. So what you need to do is you need to use 3 fingers, one on each side, and this button here to undo it,
Yep.
or 2 hands,
Okay.
whatever works for you. That's the one. That's the
Okay.
one. And something that some people find frustrating with this is that you do have to sit down. It's easier to
get
sit
there.
down with the infant, to put your baby in the infant insert. And also because she's a good size, and most 3.5 kg babies will be,
Yep.
you'll need to undo the zip to lengthen the body. So just opening it up there. So you've got the full length of the body there. So you're going to lay her down. You may need to lift up on your toes so she doesn't feel upside down. Lay her down in there. And you're going to unroll the infant insert from the elastic. That's right.
Is it?
Yep.
That goes between the legs.
Between your legs, that's right. And it's going to clip onto these domes on each side there.
If I can fit her in it. There we go.
Okay, so there's a few ways to lift her on here. And something we'll try is just doing up the chest clip here first and having it nice and loose,
Yep.
reasonably loose. And what you're going to do is feed your arms into the shoulder straps there.
Yep. Put that
That's it.
behind my back.
That's it. And reach under her with one arm and lift her as you pass the shoulder strap over your head. Some people find that easier than reaching behind and clipping it up.
Yep.
You've got it there, that's the one.
Tighten these bits. Where do they?
That's all right, so tighten those straps there. And if you tighten this one down, if you turn around this side, tighten this one down so that the buckle sits on the padding here. And most people find that a little bit more comfortable to have the buckle padded. And then also the buckles through the little safety loop here as well. And then check the other side.
Well, that one's already on there.
That's it.
Okay.
Now does that chest strap feel
Oh, it feels like it could be tighter here.
tighter there? You can reach that. There's a tricky one to tighten, so you can also shift it up higher so it's higher on the base of
Easier
your
to
neck,
reach,
which may be
okay.
easier to reach. And because you're reasonably long, tall compared
Yep.
to someone like myself, these buckles here actually give the shoulder straps more length.
Okay.
So you'll probably want to loosen those off a little bit more and perhaps tighten more at the shoulder straps there. That's the one.
Okay.
And so now just adjust her feet, reach in and make sure and see if you can just take as much pressure off her feet as
Yep.
possible and have her in a nice straddle squat position, which is about 120 at the max degrees of her knees, and her
Yep.
knees nice and high
Yep.
above her hips. How does that feel?
That's good, I think. Yep.
Excellent. And you
is
can
nice and high.
can tighten and loosen those depending on
Yep.
what you need. So it comes up above the base of your neck, which is great for that head support. You also have a sleep hood in here, which is just ravelled into this wee pocket. And if you wanted to drop her down further,
Yep.
just put her right down at breast height to feed her, you could also use this
To support her head.
to support her head and also to give you a bit more privacy if you wanted that. And so what this does is it hooks onto this little hook there, if you wanted to put it up. And this will definitely be more helpful when she's bigger and her head's sitting higher above the carrier and you want to support her head when she's sleeping.
Cool.
Excellent. Another good feature about the Manduka, and it will be really helpful when she's heavier and you still want to wear her on your front, is that you can cross the straps at the back. So I'll show you how to do that now.
Okay.
What you're going to do is just reach over if you can and unclip the chest strap. And keep supporting Georgie with one hand while you lengthen the shoulder straps for a start. So lengthen that buckle there, strap, and on the other side. And then keeping hold of her, you're going to undo each of those clips. That's the one. And just spinning round there, you're going to reach behind with one hand and grab the opposite strap. One,
Yep, that's it.
and clip it in there through the safety loop. Good one, and then reach behind with the other arm.
I'll just tighten this a little.
Yep. Cool.
And then I'll go.
Yeah, so you're just using that forearm to
To hold her up.
hold her against you, so she's nice and safe, and then you've got two hands free to do the clip up.
Okay.
Okay, and so now a good thing to do is try and just spread those crosses if you spin around, and you want the crosses, and it can be tricky to achieve, as low on your back as you can to distribute the weight.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. And how does that feel compared to the other one?
That feels better. I like it better this way. Yeah.
Right, yeah, more supportive.
Yeah.
Excellent. So to get Georgie out,
Yep.
you can manage it without sitting down, which can be helpful sometimes if you don't have an easy place to sit.
Yep.
So what you're going to do is just unclip one side of the infant insert. That's it. And then this strap so that you can reach your hand in behind her back.
Okay.
And then unclip the other side there. And the other shoulder strap, keeping holding her.
Yep.
And then you can just bring the, there you go, bring the carrier down.
Okay.
And there she is. Excellent.
Hi, we are here outside in the beautiful Botanic Gardens today to do the soft structure demos for the older babies. So we've got here the Nature's Sway organic carrier, and we haven't seen this one yet because it's not designed for a newborn. They recommend 3 months and up, and we recommend it's probably more important just to test the size of your baby. So you just want to make sure you've got that nice just the right size between their knees there, that they've got the right support and that they're comfortable there. So let's put it on and have a look at the features we've got. Doing up the waist strap, like all the other carriers, make sure you slip it through the loop, the safety loop, before you clip it up, just in case of a clip fail. Slide that round, and today we're just going to look at slipping baby in the top. So I'm going to fasten everything up first. Here's the chest clip, just do that up in the back there. Just keep it nice and loose. And then we're going to have baby Erin come over and slip her in. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Come here. Oh. So I'm just going to support baby on my shoulder and slip her down into the carrier like that. Just like that. She's got one leg there. Whoopsie. Let's put your leg in there, darling. Up. Slip that down. That's it. Okay. So we're just going to bounce baby down there so she's nice and comfy. Should we put your arm in there? There you go. Now it's time to tighten. So supporting baby all the while here under her bottom. And we can just use these straps here to begin to tighten our carrier. You alright? Like that. That's feeling pretty good. And one of the good features about this carrier is it also has adjusters here, so you can bring these in and it just brings baby nice and close and comfy there, nice and cozy, eh? And one other feature we have here is the zip extender. Erin doesn't need it, but when your baby gets taller you can just loosen that off there and it gives you a bit of extra length. And also I'm going to show you breastfeeding. So we're nice and comfy here, nice and snug, good to go. And if you're out and about and baby gets hungry, which is guaranteed to happen, we just want to just loosen off a little here and here. And when baby's got a bit more room, we can just give her some booby and she can help herself. And we've also got the little sleep hood here which you can unroll and put that up if you want a bit more privacy. Hey. Yeah, so that's that. Here you go, bubs. Okay, now Erin's good to get out, so you've got two options here. You can either just loosen and lift out the same way that she came in, or you can simply unclip your chest strap, supporting baby of course under the bottom at all times, and there she goes, she's out. There you go. Okay, so we're going to have a look at some back carries now with the Manduka. So, as always, we start out doing up the waistband, remembering to secure through the safety loop. And tension that as you need it. Now, when we're going to put baby on the back, there's a few things we want to check for before we do. One of them here is the shoulder adjuster, because you can't really adjust that once baby's on, so just make sure you've got that tensioned as you'd like it. Do the other one. Like that. Okay, and also make sure you have your sleep hood out, because if baby falls asleep when you're out and about, it's just easy to put it on. It's much easier if it's already unrolled. So we're ready to put baby in. Okay, so Jonathan's going to help me with this one. Hey Johnny. Hello. Oh. So we start putting baby on the hip, and then what we're going to do is just reach around baby and continue to support him under there. And we're just going to pop him on the back like this. Get your arm through there, darling. And one strap at a time, lifting up, making sure the foot is in the right position there. I've got one strap on. Always continue to support the whole time. Secure that other strap. And when you stand up, you want to just jiggle baby down a bit so that he's nice and comfy there. And that's when you want to tension your straps like this, so he feels nice and secure. And finally, you've got your chest strap here, which gives that extra support and snugness. And we're good to go. Now, also baby's probably going to fall asleep at some stage, hopefully, and so you want to put the sleep hood on. Just reach around, we've got these nice elastic bungees, and you just want to pull it up like this and run your hand along the top to find the other piece, the other bungee, and you can secure it here. There's a little clip there that's also adjustable. Whoops, sorry Johnny, I'm just going to do that quickly. That just clips on there, it's really easy, and that can slide up and down depending on where baby's at. I'll just unclip that for Johnny. There we go. And there we go, it's really comfy, he's happy. So I might demonstrate now just getting him off, and you want to just basically do it the same way that you got him on. So unclipping the chest, leaning forward and supporting him. One arm out, two arms out, back on the hip. There you go, sorted. I'll give him back to his mum. So that's really more suited for a baby. You saw Jonathan was really happy to just go on my back, that he wasn't wriggling around. So if your baby is a bit more of a squirmer, we've got some other ways to show you to get baby on your back. Okay, so here we've got Mel and Summer, and they're going to show us how to do another back carry, which is more suitable for a wriggly baby. It's a little bit safer. So Mel's going to show you how it's done, and I'll talk you through it. So we're holding baby on the front and lifting the body of the carrier up securely around her, and then pulling two straps up in front of her, holding them firmly with one hand, and at the same time as pulling it round, Mel is scooting the waistband round, securing both straps. And this is the time to adjust, make your adjustments to make it nice and secure for baby. Doing up the chest clip. And that's really nice, baby's comfortable. Easy way to get baby on. There she is. Okay, so Mel has put Summer in the Nature's Sway pack on her back, and just wanting to point out a few things about this carrier. Now, Mel's quite small, Summer's quite small, she is one. We've still got the zip done up, so this is the smallest way the carrier can go. We've got these fully tightened, but Summer still feels a little bit like she's hanging out a little bit. So we recommend this sling for a larger person with a larger baby. This is Mel and Summer again. They're showing us the hip carry with the Manduka. You can do this with most soft structured carriers, and it looks beautiful and comfy for baby. Baby can see a lot more of the world this way, though it is a little bit lopsided on your own body with the way the weight is placed, and so it is less of a common way of carrying your baby. So we're going to have a look at how she got into this. We're pulling the body of the carrier up there, supporting baby, and the first strap, Mel's reaching round And she's just going to bring it round behind her back and clip it in the front there through the safety loop as always. That's it. Nice and snug. And our second strap just comes across the front of baby, over the opposite shoulder, and we're reaching round again with the opposite hand to grab that strap. And clipping that in over baby's leg, where we can make our final adjustments. And there's baby, happy as, and we can see how she can see out the front, and that's really nice for her. Through making this DVD, we have tried lots of carriers and their features, and we have decided that our favourite one is the Beko Gemini, and that is because of the crotch adjustment. Makes it very comfortable from a newborn baby to an older baby to a larger child. The size of the body of the carrier is quite long, which makes it comfortable for a little baby, and with the head support up, it's supportive for a child of up to 3 years old.
So it was the only soft structured carrier that we found that fitted him really well without having to fluff around with extra inserts. When he was older, it's been great. I can do most things around the house with him on my back. He used to sleep really well in it. It just made things a lot easier.